This episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast, just like always, is brought to you by the good folks at Manscaped. Attention, attention, attention. Listeners across the galaxy, all the way from Australia to Houston, do we have a pube problem? If so, our friends at Manscaped have cleared you for takeoff with their 4th generation and brand new Lawnmower 4.0. Kick your pubes to the next planet with the Performance Package 4.0. The orbits in your pants will feel like you're in zero gravity when you use the best tools for the job from the leaders in male grooming. Join the 2 million men worldwide, including the 3 on this call, who trust Manscaped, and get your rocket ready for takeoff by going to manscaped.com for 20% off and free shipping only if you use promo code WGG. So listen, fellas, listen, I'm going to be real with you. If you're ready for an out-of-this-world experience, you look no further than the Performance Package 4.0 from Manscaped. That is taken off not only in the USA, but Canada, UK, Europe, Australia, South Africa, and Singapore. They swear they're us because they're all over the place. They're worldwide, and Manscaped, just like Not Another Gaming Podcast, which is the #1 gaming podcast in the world, Manscaped is the #1 solution for male grooming in this world as well. Champs recognize champs, and that's why we have partnered together, so you can get yourself 20% off and free shipping using promo code WGG. Inside the package, you're going to get the Lawnmower 4.0, you're going to get the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, you're going to get the Crop Preserver ball deodorant, the Crop Reviver toner, the Performance Boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold your entire solar system. Listen, I just got a whole new sock drawer. Basically, I just got some new socks, some new boxes. I threw away all my old briefs except for the Manscaped pair because they are so goddamn comfortable. They are supple, they're soft, they're sweat wicking, all the S words that you can think of. They're there, and you know what? They complement. Bob, I don't know about you. I don't know if you share this same opinion as I do, but they're very complimentary to the system down there. You know what I mean? They make it look good.
Big time. I've never had a better dick day in my life than when I wear those.
That's a fact. And I was trying to explain this to a couple of friends who had never heard like what a good dick day and a bad dick day is, but you've never had a bad dick day when you're using Manscaped products.
6 out of 7 days of the week, bad dick days. When I wear my Manscaped boxers, good dick day.
That's a fact. That's all you need to know. That's the only stat that you should really need. So if you haven't already, go to manscaped.com, use promo code WGG, and get 20% off and free shipping thanks to the good folks at manscaped.com. So for a clean trinity and beyond, make sure that your space balls thank you. All the other space puns that you could possibly think of. Go to manscaped.com. That promo code, once again, is WGG, and you're going to get 20% off and free shipping. Now, enjoy this episode 246 of Not Another Gaming Podcast.
Fight!
Oh, we're muted. Okay, cool. We're muted. We're back. We're here. I don't know why that wasn't working, but we're back now. Just like the prophecy had foretold that we were going to be back doing this remote at some point, and you already knew that there was going to be some sort of issue. But we're here now, and we're okay. We're alive. Everybody's all right. Are you guys okay? You guys good?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Kenny, you sure you're good? You ready?
Yeah. It was windy today, but I'm good.
All right. I'm just making sure. All right, listen, we're back. The classic production. This is actually the director's cut of the podcast, which means that it's filled with errors and all kinds of other bullshit. But episode 246, we're doing this remote, not from the studio, but it's okay because I still got some beautiful co-hosts here with me. My first co-host is a man who, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, is actually statistically the most bobsledded person alive. This is a man who has literally never laid his eyes upon a single second of anime, and a man who could very likely decline bench your favorite gaming journalist, the clairvoyant and the effervescent Dr. Bob. What's up, player?
I mean, to be fair, like the average weight of a games journalist is probably lighter than Kenny. So you'd have to stack 6 to 7 of them on top of each other. And that might give me a little bit I would have to go into a department and bench press the entire department at the same time. Like, round everybody up. I'm going to lie down, stack everybody on top of my hands, and then we'll see how many it takes for me to not be able to bench you guys. I'm good.
No, please.
Oh, I'm doing okay. I had one hell of a work week. I'm fingers crossed that I get left alone tomorrow because I've worked probably 60 fucking hours in the past 4 days alone. And yeah, I want to be left alone tomorrow. You got your fucking worth out of me this week. Leave me the fuck alone tomorrow. How about that?
I don't blame you one bit. They got their pint of blood from you this week. They got their pound of flesh. Hoodie, thank you so much for the sub. He said, I agree, Bob. Me too. Listen.
Damn, I heard Hoodie was coming out of Counter-Strike retirement.
Really? You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Beep, 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 beep. Breaking news. Hoodie coming out of Counter-Strike retirement? Hoodie's agents have not returned comment yet. But we'll see. But until we get word back, we have another special guest this evening, a man who I believe may be our recurringest guest of all time, a man whose body type can only be described as napkin-esque, and it's someone who has absolutely never in his life once been scared while playing horror video games. He is absolutely stone-faced, impossible to scare. I've never seen somebody more composed in my entire life. WGG, stream team member, and triple OG intern, and certified good motherfucking guy, Kung Fu Kenny, a.k.a. Nap Ken. What's good, handsome?
What's up, baby? Good to be back. I think I am the most recurringest guest on the podcast. I think this is like my 4th time. So it's always good to hang with the boys on the pod. I mean, this is one of the best. I mean, to be so, privileged to be on the world's greatest video game podcast in the world.
Yeah.
4 times, not once, not twice, not 3 times, 4 times.
It might even be more than that.
Maybe. Who knows?
I think we're at like 5 or 6. You might be like the Booker T of this podcast.
I'm trying to think of who else could be in contention here. Like Johnny, maybe.
Yeah.
Bricky's been on 3 times, and I know he's like outside of WGG, he's the most recurring guest.
Yep.
But you know what? I gotta give it to Kenny. Kenny probably is the least scared person in horror games. To be fair, like when we play.
Also, I've never been spooked once.
Also, there is a skunk somewhere in my neighborhood, and my fucking AC is pointing right at me, and it's linked to my fucking window, and it stinks. My eyebrows are fucking burning right now.
That's your landlord outside, just blowing it down, and just
oh shit,
just burning up.
I'm about to go rip the fucking blunt with her.
Just put the your ear to the wall and see if you can hear any like Bob Marley or like 311 playing outside.
Nope.
Damn. All right. Well, you know what? We'll figure it out. But yeah. So welcome back, episode 246. We're just gonna get right into it with a little weekend recap.
Damn, son, where'd you find this? We lit!
All right, Kenny, since you're our lovely guest, why don't you go first? What'd you do this weekend? Did you do anything? Did you play anything? How's it going?
Trying to recall this weekend. I know Saturday night I went out to drinks with a couple friends, got shit-faced, and then came home and played 6 hours of PoE. Didn't go to bed till very, very wee hours of the morning. And then all day Sunday I sort of just kicked back and again put in a lot of hours of PoE. Path of Exile, if you've not heard of it, that's the game I've been playing. That's the only game I've been playing. I am terribly addicted. Please help.
Well, I mean, hey, there's just if you have a problem, you got to admit it. That's the first step, I think. That's I've heard that Path of Exile is one of the most dangerous controlled substances out there. But I'm here for you. I'm here for
Thank
you.
you. I need it.
Bob, how was your weekend?
It was busy. It was the lady's birthday this weekend, so happy birthday to my beautiful, wonderful girlfriend.
HBD?
Yeah, went to her parents' house on Friday, had dinner. What the fuck did I do? I don't think I did anything Saturday. I think I chilled and played Counter-Strike all day. And then Sunday went back for a lobster bake. And that was about it. Didn't do much.
Word. Yeah, as for me, pretty low key. This was actually probably one of the first weekends this summer that I did not have like 3 straight days of preordained plans. So that was really nice. It was nice to just not have a fucking weekend already decided for me before I even get to Friday. But it's the summertime, plans happen. People are, trying to fucking catch up for the last fucking year of not being able to do anything. So, and we're trying to do as much as we can before we can't again, because, people are fucking assholes. But that's a whole nother podcast and a whole nother fucking kettle of wax. But I have been playing a lot. I played a lot of Diablo 2 Resurrected. Diablo 2 Resurrected open beta is this weekend. So Fiona, if you're listening, the open beta starts tomorrow at 11, I think, Eastern. So the open beta for Diablo 2 Resurrected starts tomorrow. She goes, it's in my calendar. The good news is that if you were in the closed beta, like myself, if you're a capital J journalist, or if you pre-purchased the game, you could play the closed beta, which was last weekend, and all the progress from the closed beta carries over to the open beta. So I don't even need to do anything. I just got to update it tomorrow and then get back in. I literally responded to the PR rep from Blizzard, and I was like, thank you so much for ruining my weekend before it started, because I am going to get yelled at for playing too much Diablo, and it was really good. I have been enjoying it. I also have been playing a lot of Star Wars: The Old Republic, so as though I didn't need as many... as if I didn't need another game to consume all of my fucking time. The Old Republic somehow crept into my brain, and I was just thinking, look, I really need a Star Wars fix. The Bad Batch ended. For now, like, season 1 of the Bad Batch is over, and I woke up and I was just scratching myself, and I was just like, I need something Star Wars related. I still had the Old Republic installed on Steam, so I fired it up, and next thing you know, I put like 15 hours into it this week. I don't even fucking know where the time went. I'm playing like the vanilla class campaign for the smuggler class, which is basically like you play as Han Solo effectively, but you create your own character. It's your own Star Wars story. The game is 10 years old, and they're gonna be implementing some huge changes when the newest expansion comes out in November. So I did download it. I played it a lot, and ESO is still pound for pound my favorite MMO in the game right now, but Star Wars: The Old Republic has its hooks in me right now. I do not know what else to say about that, but pray for my schedule.
Imagine we live in a world where we have like Star Wars content readily available to us every 6 months. Like, and there's a lot of new Star Wars content that gets readily available to us every 6 months.
Like, I think when we started this podcast, like, Disney had just acquired Lucasfilm. Like, we didn't have that when we started this podcast. It wasn't too far away.
Yeah, and we were talking about what games we were going to see going forward with that acquisition.
Yeah.
I mean, we got Jedi Fallen Order. Jedi Fallen Order 2 is coming. Guess who else is going to be coming when that releases? Me!
Also me. I will also be... it'll be at a high velocity bodily fluids.
Oh my god, dude. I have those like on my ceiling, I have those like panels that you could push up, like, remember like middle school?
Yeah.
I'm gonna blast one right off the ceiling. I can't wait. That was one of my favorite fucking games. I can't wait. Need more.
Yeah, I need it. I think Sea-Dog 209. I've never been so jealous of somebody else before, but Sea-Dog was playing Jedi Fallen Order for the first time, and he was like, every time he got to a significant moment, like either tweeted at me or added me in Discord, and I was like, I wish I could experience this through your eyes for the first time and just be there. Like, I just want to be you for like the next month as you play through the game and just experience these things for the first time, because fucking Christ, it is just such a good goddamn game. and I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the new one. I really can't. I really can't. I can't wait. And for a game, and we reacted to it live when it was revealed, because it got introduced in the worst way possible. Like, it got the shittiest introduction at the Game Awards. It was just like, it's a game and it's coming out. There's gonna be lightsabers, and it's gonna be good. And that was it. Like, there was no fucking logo, no nothing. It was just like, we got a new Star Wars experience, a new single player Star Wars experience, and it got zero fanfare at all. And then it came out, and it was the game of the year, not only for 2019 but 2020. First game to ever do so, I think. So, pretty incredible stat. But yeah. So, and Fiona just said this Star Wars conversation went south. I don't think so. I think it's exactly where it needs to be. And hi Nora, happy Thursday, happy Friday, Junior. All right, let's get right into it. We got a couple of things on the docket. We got a couple of things on the agenda, as it's known. So we're gonna just get right the fuck into it. Fiona said, full confession, I never got around to playing Fallen Order. I'm gonna need you to minimize twitch.tv/wickedgoodgaming. Open up Steam. Oh no, open up Xbox Game Pass, because it's fucking free on Game Pass right now. And just sign up for the free trial of Game Pass. I think it's like 30 days. You could beat it in 30 days. Throw it on easy and fly through it just to get the story experience, and just a million. I'm gonna kiss my hands like a chef for the next 6 hours. God damn, that game's so good. All right, getting right into it. Bob, you had mentioned earlier that there was a particular game or a game mode that got announced that was a little interesting, considering the background with that game's developer and another company. So do you want to talk a little bit about the new Epic things?
Yeah, there's this cute little indie game that's been out for a couple of years. It's called like Fortnite or something like that. It's,
I've never heard of it.
I mean, not many people have heard of it, but Fortnite has been implementing a Among Us type game mode. They call it Imposters mode. And guess where that comes from? Ripped straight from fucking Among Us. Literally straight from Among Us. You have I think it's a group of like 13 people or something like that on the map. The map is almost exactly copied from Among Us, the original Among Us map. And you go do tasks. There's somebody being an imposter, killing people as you play through. And it was just released in the most recent patch of Fortnite. And there's been quite a bit of controversy around this, because you see the developers of Among Us, which was a team of 3 people, and it won, what was it, like Indie Game of the Year or Resurrected Game of the Year or something like that last year, I believe.
Game of the Year, like 5 years after it came out.
Right, exactly. And you have this development team of 3 fucking people who worked their asses off, got that game to a good position, and then Twitch took off with it and made it a fucking homestay of a game. Out of nowhere, Fortnite decides, hey, we want a piece of that pie, We want to throw this in as well. Because to be fair, a lot of games, started taking battle royales into their game mode, like a battle royale game mode into their games as well. Maybe now we're going to see Among Us game modes. The problem is, they didn't reach out to the Among Us dev team. They didn't try to do a collaboration. They ripped the exact game mode, almost the exact map. And this is in light of the lawsuit that Epic currently has ongoing with Apple, because Epic doesn't agree with Apple taking 30% revenue share of all in-game purchases. So people are calling them fucking hypocrites. Apple's taking Epic's money. Now Epic is quite literally taking money out of the Among Us devs' pockets. But I don't know. This was an issue previously when Fortnite Battle Royale went live originally, and PUBG was the big Battle Royale at the time, and they tried to sue Epic Games for this, even though PUBG was running on Epic's Unreal Engine. So I don't know. There's a lot of hypocrisy involved in it. Epic is huge, so I don't know. I doubt anything will actually come of this. I just think it leaves a bad taste in consumers' mouths, honestly.
Yeah.
I think it gives them a bad look.
Yeah. I think that I can definitely see how I could definitely see how that would be the case, and I could definitely see how people would draw those comparisons and being like, hey, you're currently embroiled in a lawsuit about, people taking money out of your pockets for something that you created, and now you're just doing it with Among Us. And I mean, there's the old adage that great artists steal and, try to capitalize upon something that they, didn't necessarily invent, and that's what Fortnite did. Jay-Z once said, you made it a hot line, I made it a hot song. And that's exactly what Fortnite did to Battle Royales. I mean, sure, H1Z1, and PUBG were before it, but it doesn't necessarily matter if you're first, if you're doing it better. And, Fortnite, was able to create this game that, I mean, kind of not single-handedly thanks to Fortnite, but, in a roundabout way, landed, the first gamer on the cover of ESPN magazine, landed Ninja on stage at the ESPYs. He doesn't become an international fucking superstar and icon if it's not for Fortnite. And so maybe Epic is at this point where they're like, we're too big to fail. And again, that's probably what Apple thought when Epic Games came around for the lawsuit. I do think it's a little fucked up that, we've got this. I mean, the mode is called Imposters Mode, and I've never played Among Us before, but I know what it is. And the whole fucking point of the game is to find the imposter. They didn't even try to say, like, it could have been called fucking, Secret Guy mode or something. I don't know. It could have been called anything else. But, it's not like Fortnite called its Battle Royale mode King of the Hill. Or, it didn't, or Fortnite Battlegrounds, or, something like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, it's too close to the mark to not seem fishy and not seem a little fucked up. So I can definitely see where people are drawing these comparisons. I don't necessarily think that they need to, ask the Among Us devs permission to be like, hey, can we use your game mode? But, at least, maybe own it a little bit more. And be like, hey, we drew some inspiration from some of your favorite games, like Among Us, and also Among Us, to come up with this brand new game mode. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I've yet to hear anybody from Epic talk about it. I didn't listen to I don't know if there was, a presser or something like that, where they were like, here's our new game mode, or I don't know, some sort of, webcast or
I think it was just... I think it was just patch notes. I think it was like, hey, here's a recent update. Here's an upcoming update to Fortnite. These are all the changes. These are all the fixes. Oh, by the way, imposters mode.
Yeah, I don't love that. Ken, what do you think?
So I think they released a trailer introducing it, and like you said, Dom, I don't think they need to ask permission from the Among Us devs. But some collaboration would be is duly needed. Because again, this is basically Among Us in the Fortnite world, and it looks bad. But my question is this necessarily a bad thing? This has been happening in the gaming industry for years on years on years on years. Is this a bad thing, or is it just sort of a bad metrics, bad looks kind of thing for Epic? What do you guys think?
I don't think it's not a bad thing, because I think it's good that other companies can pick up genres and, reinvent the wheel. Or not necessarily reinvent the wheel, but add a couple spokes to the wheel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, polish the wheels up a little bit.
Right. Throw some fucking oil, grease those fucking things up, But it just looks really bad. You know what I'm saying? It looks bad because Epic makes stupid decisions. Excuse us while we go fucking sue one of the biggest companies in the world for taking money away from us. Oh, here's our game mode that's going to take money away from 3 people.
So when
for a 3-person dev team.
When you say it looks bad, you mean the game mode itself looks shitty, or the move looks bad? The optics is bad?
I honestly, I'm so indifferent about Fortnite. I never looked too deep into it. I never looked into the actual game mode. I just made a fucking TikTok about it. I don't give a shit. Make the game. I'm sure fucking 9-year-olds are going to play it. They're going to be fucking screaming obscenities at each other after somebody fucking kills them as the imposter. I don't give a fuck. I'm sure it's good. I'm sure people will play it. But I think it looks bad as a company and as like company decisions.
Optics-wise,
yes.
it's bad. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look at every fucking major gaming company out right now. 95% of the time, anything they do looks bad, optics-wise.
Maybe this is Epic Games taking what they think is rightfully theirs after every other game for the next fucking 10 years after Gears 2 came out had their own horde mode. Maybe this is Epic Games being like, you know what, motherfuckers? Like, I sat in for too long. I sat around while you guys got fat and I starved. And now if anybody wants to release a new fucking game mode, I want in. I'm releasing my own fucking version for Fortnite. It's gonna stink. There's gonna be fishes with legs and arms. You know, there's gonna be people, flossing in their high school cafeterias, calling each other imposters. Maybe that's why. Maybe this is recompense for that. I don't know if like Cliffy B ever went on like a rant about like horde mode and how like everybody and their mother had their own horde mode after Gears 2 came out. But like, and we've talked about this on the show before, but I feel like that's a pretty justified thing to complain about and be like, man, motherfuckers, really? We had Firefight, we had.
I'm pretty sure
even
he's
Zombies.
had like.
Zombies was after horde mode.
I'm
like,
pretty sure. World at War or Gears 1. What came first?
I think it was Gears 2 that horde mode came out though, so it might have been. I think that may have been like a year. I think maybe Gears 2 was like 06. And I want to say World at War was like 07 or 08 or something like that. I mean, I don't know.
I'm sure Cliffy B has gone on extensive rants about games stealing fucking cover shooting.
Yeah.
Because Gears of War was what put cover shooters at the fucking forefront for like 4 years straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
World at War was the same year. It was like a couple of months. It was literally 4 days later that it came out. So... who's to say? Maybe there was a man on the inside. Maybe there was a mole.
What came first? The fucking zombies or the
egg?
Locust or the locust?
The Easter or the egg? You know. So who's to say? But wow, what a weird coincidence that is. That is something that I want to hear about. I need like a behind the music. I want to go deep dive into like Treyarch and Epic Studios or Epic Games and Microsoft Studios while they were one. And I want to be the man on the inside. There had to have been a double agent there who was like, you're never going to believe what they're doing right now, boss. You're going to want to fucking sit down for this. They've got this wave-based mode, and it gets harder every time, and there's like weapons randomly that spawn, and there's like other cool shit that happens. Just saying. Was there a mole inside of Epic or in Treyarch? Who's to say? Which came first? And who's
to say?
Who gave who the idea? Cliffy B, come on the podcast. Just saying.
Come on the podcast, bud. Come on.
I saw him in the Weston lobby one time, and he just looked like he was getting fucking drooled all over by a bunch of geeks. So I was just like, I can't bother the guy right now. You know, he's another 5'9" king though. He's got to come on the podcast. But yeah. So, any final thoughts on that?
I don't think so. I think it's like typical for Fortnite to do something like this because they've done it before. I mean, their first original mode was a horde mode, so right. It was like a base building horde mode. So, I mean, are we surprised? No.
Yeah.
Next.
No. Yeah. Right. That's true. That's also wow. Fucking there you go. Full circle. Come on.
Yep.
On this week's segment, who's to say?
Fucking Tim Sweeney. You can come on the show too.
Come on. Get on here.
Come on, Tim.
Get the fuck on here. Okay, so next topic. Speaking of things that have been picking up where other games left off, we have had a lot of games kind of fall by the wayside in the last couple of weeks. You know, maybe due in small part, if not completely, to Blizzard and all the shit shows, the myriad of shit shows that have been accompanied by their company name. And so with people maybe taking a break from Warzone and Cold War, taking a break from WoW, taking a break from basically anything Blizzard related, whether it's, you know, for Cold War and for WoW, they're in terrible states already. It seems like Activision was just like, fuck it, we're just going to stop innovating on Cold War because the new one's coming out in a couple weeks, so you fuckers can just wait. Or some other reason. There's been a couple of other games that have kind of gone from like the little engine that could to like a gap filler to like maybe a potential replacement in the hearts and minds of gamers while while the genre, the typical like King of the Hill in the genre is not on the throne, so to speak, to continue with the medieval analogy. So we've talked a lot about Splitgate. Splitgate is another 4-person dev team. Granted, they are not shy in saying that this is literally Halo and Portal fucking smashed together. They have never been shy about that. They have been saying that. I think one journalist said that, and they were like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. And then when you fucking fire it up, it's just Halo meets Portal on Steam. So they are paying homage to the folks who had kind of paved the way for them, and it's a great game in its own right. But also there's been some other titles. So, I mean, I don't know what you guys have been playing in lieu of your typical, I know, Bob, I know you're not like a big Warzone guy as it is. But like if there's been any other games that have kind of served as like gap fillers for you for any Blizzard games that you typically go to. But you guys have any that have been go-tos?
I mean, my gap filler games end up being single player games, and that's about it. Like, I play Counter-Strike almost every day at this point, and my gap filler when I'm not playing Counter-Strike is a single player game. Like Death's Door, for example.
Yep.
Arguably my game of the year this year. Until Darkest Dungeon 2 comes out. And then we'll see what that deal is. But yeah, I mean, I'm not big on BRs right now just because I don't think that there's any that are really that enticing. Like Warzone, I don't know. I don't like the fact that the tick rate for the Warzone servers are like fucking 18 and I can get killed from around a corner, and like there's people quite literally drooling on their own keyboards and sweating through their fucking clothes every time they drop into fucking Verdansk. I don't want to deal with that. Same goes for Apex. Like, I got tired of that game after season 2 when everybody started getting sweaty. I don't know. I like good, like, down to earth battle royale games.
Yeah.
Like Tarkov is kind of a battle royale in my opinion, but it's more sandboxy than something like Fortnite or all that shit. So I don't know. Like, I guess Tarkov was my battle royale kind of game mode that I mixed in, but it's other than that, it's Counter-Strike and single player games for me.
Cool. Ken, what about you?
Oh.
Did Ken just get assassinated?
No, I think Kenny opened his window by accident and just fucking got sent.
I saw somebody walking behind them, and then I don't know if he was it
gap filler games, yeah. Yeah, gap filler games. I've been playing mainly Path of Exile. We're just gonna slam transition that. Ooh. Yikes. So gap filler games. I played Splitgate for the open beta. Me, Bob, Chris, and Brad played quite literally, I think 20 hours in 2 days. It was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot.
And then I got tired of that game because
I
started to sweat. Quick. Yeah, I started to sweat, and I'm like, no, that's not me. I don't really like to sweat in video games too much. So I've just been playing Path of Exile. Final Fantasy I picked up in replace of the dead game that is World of Warcraft. But that sort of never caught steam, and I sort of have just stuck to Path of Exile. But single player games are mainly what I play now.
And Path of Exile is kind of like that's like kind of like Diablo, isn't it? Or no? Okay.
Yeah, it's based off Diablo 2.
Goddamn. Yeah, I know a lot of people that have put way too many hours in Path of Exile, and it seems to have consumed their entire lives. One thing that was cool when I was playing Diablo Resurrected was, and you can read my full impressions on wickedgoodgaming.com should you choose to do so, it's good to know that like there's an end to it, and that there's like no season pass coming, there's no fucking DLC coming. Like, I know that I'm playing a game that has an end. There is an end to the content. I'm sure that there's plenty of replayability and stuff like that, but it's just kind of nice and comforting, and it's very like relaxing almost to know that there is an end to the game's story, and like I don't have to worry about some fucking drawn out thing that's never gonna end, because it's just gonna run its course eventually. Like, I'll go through the game, I'll play the Lord of Destruction DLC, and once all 5 acts are done, that's the game. And I'm sure that there's some other shit to do and some other replayable things, but like it's just good to know that there's like a finite element to it, which is nice. It's kind of like a comforting feeling. I don't know. It maybe this is just me being like so emotionally damaged from MMOs and shit like that, of games as a service that never end. and shit like that. But
I did also play the Back for Blood beta, and that was actually for a game that's Left 4 Dead-esque. Like, I mean, we're talking about Fortnite ripping off Among Us. Back for Blood is quite literally, but it's the same dev team. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but the Back for Blood, I can't say this too many times. Back 4 Blood beta was actually really fucking good. My concern with it is longevity. I don't know what that what the half-life of that game is going to be after it fully releases.
yeah,
There was only one act in the beta. It was good. I want to get a good group of 4 people together and go through that on fucking super hard mode, the hardcore mode, because I want to go through every fucking act on hardcore mode like I used to do in Left 4 Dead 1 and Left 4 Dead 2. But yeah, that's actually another game that I'm looking forward to this year. I don't know if it's entirely worth $40. I mean, $60. I think it's probably a $40 game. But I mean, they're also selling fucking $90 and $120 versions of it. So
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, you hate to see that.
yeah, I don't know.
That's a lot.
I don't know. Yeah,
A lot for a Left 4 Dead clone.
I mean, Left 4 Dead 2 is fucking 13 years old and still incredibly playable.
And I'm pretty sure there's
Yeah.
modders who have like created whole fucking new missions and shit like that. And
Yeah, and there's no
Missions,
mod
maps.
dude, there's no mod support for fucking Back 4 Blood, which is crazy to me.
what?
Like, that kills longevity in a game like that.
The fuck?
100%. Who the fuck knows?
That's so
It's
stupid.
still
Probably
early.
gonna I don't fucking know.
I don't know. We'll see.
But hey, you know what I do know? You know what I do know, you guys? Is that Wicked Good Gaming's Not Another Gaming podcast is also brought to you by Thrive Fantasy, the best place on earth for daily fantasy sports and esports. Just like you come to us for the best podcast on earth, Thrive Fantasy is the best place for daily fantasy sports and esports. So pick a game that you want some action on, build your lineup from the available player props. Each prop is assigned a point value for both the over and the under based on how likely it is to hit. Hit the most props, rack up the most points, win a share of the prize pool. It is that simple. Thrive has paid out over $1.5 million in cash prizes to date. So to start raking in the dough, sign up using promo code WGG, and you will receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $50. So get started today using promo code WGG via the Thrive Fantasy app on the App Store or Google Play Store, or by visiting their website at thrivefantasy.com. Once again, that promo code is WGG, so go download the app and fucking prop up with us today. All right. You guys want to play a little Zoltan Bob's Guess My Game?
Oh, fuck. Give me a second.
Yes.
Fuck. I didn't know this was happening. Hold on.
Tom, I think we're undefeated together. Just saying.
I mean, no. I've got the game. You guys are going to be
Who's
guessing
this
my
then?
game.
Oh, you have it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
No, I wouldn't have done that to you.
I was gonna say, hold on. Now I gotta fucking come up with a game.
No. I wasn't gonna fucking drop that on you and be like, come up with a fucking game. I'm sure you would have. I'm sure you would.
I could have found something 100%. Here, let me explain. Would you like me to explain Zoltan Bob's Guess My Game to the
Please, for
listeners?
those who haven't played, please.
Okay, so Zoltan Bob's Guess My Game. This week, Dom is Zoltan Bob. Okay, we're playing Zoltan Dom's Guess My Game. Up in Dom's head, he has a game in his mind, but he's not going to tell us. So Kenny and I, as well as chat, well, your questions don't really count, but you're addressing your questions to me and Kenny. We have 20 yes or no questions to determine what game it is that Dom is thinking of. ZBGBM. Wait, ZBG. Hold on.
ZBGMG.
GMG.
Heebie-jeebies.
The ZBGBs.
The GBGBs. GMGBs.
Hold on,
So,
let me
yeah.
fucking open up Notepad real quick.
Oh, I got that shit rolling. Here we go.
All right, Kenny, you want me to go first? You want to go first?
You kick it off.
Did this game come out after 2000?
Hold on, let me pull up the let me pull up the game too on my end just to make sure I'm getting my shit straight. Well, that is not what I wanted. Okay. You said this game come out after 2000?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
After 2000, is that PS2?
I believe.
That
Yeah, I think it's right around that time. I mean, we can narrow down the console here.
Yeah.
We could also narrow down we could narrow it down to a decade as well, because we're 22, almost 22 years after.
Let's hit it. Yeah, is this game from after 2010?
No.
There you go.
So before
2000s.
Okay. Is this a console exclusive?
Let me double check that. Yes.
Now we should figure out the console.
Yeah. Should we go with? I feel like. Should we go with like PlayStation exclusive or like Xbox exclusive or Nintendo? Like, those are the three.
Yeah, and then once we figure that out, it's either like if we get it down to Xbox, it's either Xbox or Xbox 360 at that point. So yeah. We could do that.
Is this an Xbox exclusive?
It is not.
Is this a PlayStation exclusive?
No.
Okay, we could probably assume that this is a Nintendo exclusive. Don't need to waste a question on that, I don't believe.
To clarify, it is a console exclusive, meaning it is exclusive to consoles, not necessarily one console. I'll give you that one for free.
That's not the question.
You said, is it a console exclusive?
Yeah, is it exclusive to a console?
I mean, I took that as, is it exclusive to consoles, not PC?
Okay, well, we just threw out a bunch of questions for no reason.
Okay.
Still valuable, but it's not exclusive to either.
I don't know if I was running this game.
Yeah, I know.
Is this game part of a licensed series
Yes.
or product?
Hold on. Can we go back and redo the Xbox and PlayStation exclusive then?
Yeah, we'll say right now I've got after 2000, not after 2010, console exclusive, Xbox exclusive, no, PS exclusive, no. So if you want a free one, we can say this question you're about to ask is number 5.
Okay. 1 sec. Let me just. I gotta relabel my fucking notes. What consoles were out at that time? GameCube, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, Xbox, Xbox 360.
Yep.
Handhelds. So Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS. Is this a handheld game?
No.
Okay.
Good question.
I still think we figure out. Well, another question. Is this on multiple consoles?
Yes.
Okay. So it's not a PlayStation title or a Xbox title.
And just to like level set, I gave you a couple of freebies there since there was a little confusion. So that was question number 6. I have that it was released after 2010, but not before 2000. I'm sorry, after 2000, not after 2010. It is a console exclusive title, meaning it is exclusive to consoles. It was never on PC. And then we had it is a licensed franchise, not a handheld game, and it was available for multiple consoles. So the next question will be number 7.
Your genres?
Yeah, that's fine.
This is Dom's game, so I would imagine
meta.
It probably didn't pick a shooter. Think like a platformer, maybe. Is this a platforming game?
This game is not a platformer.
Is this an MMO? No, it wouldn't be an MMO because it's not on PC.
It's console.
Yeah. Licensed game. I mean, it could be. I mean, there were licensed shooters on every console, like James Bond games. Fucking, there's a shit ton of licensed racing games.
I will tell you that there are, like, this is not a platformer. There are, like, platformy elements to it, but it's not a platformer.
Licensed game with platforming elements, but not a platformer. Is this a role-playing game?
It is not.
Okay.
Role-playing game, not a platformer. Some platformy elements.
Fiona's mentioning Lego games, maybe.
Oh.
Those released on everything.
Yeah.
There is platforming in it.
Can we? So, question: is this game a third person or first person, like type game acceptable?
You can ask one or the other.
Okay. I mean, if it has platformy elements, I'm thinking it's a third person game, so maybe it might be a waste of a question.
Yeah, I probably agree with that. There's few first person games I can think of with platforming elements. That's a licensed franchise.
Yeah.
I mean, again, Fiona has a good point. Age rating.
Oh. Okay. So, like, is this an E for everyone game?
Is that your question?
Yeah.
If he has to look, it's not a Lego game.
No, it's not.
I would imagine.
Not an RPG. I'm trying to think. Lord of the Rings games would be considered RPGs.
Yeah.
That's a license. That wouldn't count. Okay.
Those games are fucking great, though.
I know. Fuck. Is this a shooter?
Yes.
Okay.
Shooting is the primary mechanic in this game, is what I will say.
So a licensed shooter in that generation of consoles. There was a shoehorned licensed game for every James Bond movie that came out.
Yeah. But platformy elements, though. Any of the James Bond or games have platformy elements?
I mean, not that I could think of. I'm thinking like, I don't know, like climbing up mountains. Not really fucking. I don't think so.
Again, just to repeat, like I wouldn't call this a shooter, but shooting is the primary mechanic in the game. Probably equal to platforming. And that's the last freebie I'll give you. And that was number 10.
Equal parts platform, equal parts shooter.
Stop Googling, Ken.
Trying to think of other licensed games from that fucking generation. There's an Avatar game. Was there shooting in Avatar? Did they have bows and shit?
A bow and arrow? Yeah.
Are you a blue person in this game?
No, you are not a blue person in this game.
Fuck.
Not a blue.
I thought I was gonna fucking really quickly
blow the fucking lid off the whole thing.
Question 11.
Fuck. I mean, you shoot spells in the Harry Potter games, but
Yes.
I'm pretty sure those were E10 games though. Hold on, now, okay, this I have to Google because I don't actually fucking know.
I feel like some of the Harry Potter games are T because of like magic use or whatnot. I feel like that's like a thing. What year did Bully come out?
That's not a licensed product.
Imagine.
That wouldn't be a licensed product.
Yeah.
Yeah, E10. Harry Potter games, E10.
Well, you want to go the spell route?
I mean, it makes sense. Also, like Hogwarts Legacy is coming out. Maybe that was on Dom's mind.
Good point. Do you primarily shoot spells in this game?
You do not.
What the actual fuck?
What? Not a spell shooter. Okay, 13 we're at.
Jeez, the chat is in a fucking mental pretzel right now.
What else are we shooting? That
is a licensed product, though.
So to recap, so far from 1 to 12, we've got released after 2000, not released after 2010. It is a console exclusive, meaning is it exclusive to video game consoles and was never on PC. It is a licensed franchise. It is not a handheld title. It was released for multiple consoles. It is not a platformer. It's not an RPG. Not a platformer, but there are platforming elements. It is not an RPG. It is not rated E for everyone. Shooting is a primary mechanic of the game. You do not play as a blue person, and you do not shoot spells. That's what I've got so far. So next question is 13.
Not a blue person. That sucks.
The Warriors there's no shooting's not a primary mechanic in that game.
Yeah, no.
Brawling
shooting
is a primary mechanic in that game.
Yeah.
Don't shoot spells. I mean, shooting arrows would make sense.
Robin Hood.
Dom's not going to give us a fucking Robin Hood game because there's no
Dom's
Robin Hood
brainless.
game anybody wants to fucking play.
Tom's brain works in different ways. Okay.
What the fuck? I mean, hold on. Wait a second.
Thank you, Gum Person, for the sub.
Hold on.
Well, let's hear it.
Do you shoot blasters in this game?
You do.
Oh, fucking Christ.
There we go. Now we just got to figure out which Star Wars game it is.
Blaster shooter. 14.
All right, so there's like now I have to do the fucking Googling because there are a fucking 1,000 Star Wars
many
games.
of them. This could be like a. I'm thinking like a dogfight game maybe, but then again,
there's no
Not pod
platforming in
racing.
that. There's no platforming in that.
and not pod racing.
I'm thinking of. Hold on.
Not an RPG either. There's a lot of Star Wars RPG games.
What is the fucking? I mean, when did KOTOR come out? No, that was on PC.
KOTOR's an RPG though, right? Yeah.
Yeah. There is a Star Wars where you play as the fucking bounty hunter. What is like Star Wars Bounty Hunter or some shit like that?
Question could be: Is this game based off a bounty hunter in Star Wars?
Or there's the Battlefront games. There's Battlefront 1 and 2.
Battlefront 2 is on PC. I think most of the other Battlefront games are on PC. Battlefront 1 may have been console exclusive. Platformy though.
I'm thinking of the one where you play as the bounty hunter and you have to like fucking jetpack all over the place. But I thought that came to PC as well.
I think the bounty hunter question is what we're going with. Yeah? Give me the go. Let me add them.
Rebel Assault was a rail shooter. Yeah, Battlefront was on PC.
Or both? One and two. I know 2 was on GameCube.
Yeah.
1 was on GameCube.
1 was on PC as well.
Okay.
I think it's bounty. It's either it has to be bounty hunter.
Okay, is the main character in this game based off a bounty hunter in the Star Wars universe?
It is.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be bounty. Bounty hunter is the only one that wasn't on PC. It was GameCube, PlayStation 2, Xbox, 2002. It has to be bounty. I mean, there's nothing else. Republic Commando was mobile. And then the 2010s was... No, I mean, hold on. It has to be fucking bounty hunter.
Can you find the Cantina song playing in this video game?
I think that applies to every Star Wars game.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
But yeah, that's quite.
Cantina song playing.
Did this originally release on PlayStation 2 and GameCube?
Yes, it did.
Okay. I mean, it's bounty hunter. I mean, we could be safe about this, but I'm pretty sure it's bounty hunter.
I don't know anything about the Star Wars bounty hunter game. I know pod racing.
Hold on. Let me ask a couple more direct questions about this.
Yeah.
Do you play as Jango Fett?
You certainly do.
Is the game
Nice.
Star Wars Bounty Hunter?
It is. Ding, ding, ding. They got it. It took some. It took some hard googling. We got there. Some mental pretzels were had.
Once I figured out blasters, the problem is once you figure out it's a Star Wars game, there's 100 fucking Star Wars.
Yeah.
Games.
There's so many of them.
I knew even once you guys figured out the topic, because I haven't played a ton of Star Wars games lately, and I was going to be Jedi Fallen Order, but there's so many people talking about it right now because it went to Game Pass that I figured that would be almost too easy. But I've had Star Wars on the brain nonstop. Star Wars Bounty Hunter, in which you play as Jango Fett, which has been a huge topic of conversation considering the Bad Batch, the Mandalorian, and all the like. I am a huge proponent for Star Wars Bounty Hunter to be canon again, because there's like nothing in the game that should make it non-canon. It is a action-adventure game, and coincidentally, years and years and years before the Disney Star Wars acquisition happened, it was actually published by Disney Interactive, oddly enough. Huh. And that was like fucking 15 years before the acquisition ever occurred. So LucasArts released it in 2002 for PlayStation 2 and GameCube as a GameCube lifer and owner.
Oh, yeah.
It was one of my favorite GameCube games. Tons of platforming elements. Django could use somersaulting, jumping, jetpacking, backflipping, all that shit. And you could use blasters, flamethrowers, jetpack-mounted missiles, all that good stuff. And it was just all in all, just a fucking goddamn phenomenal game. And Tamura Morrison, who is just one of the most beautiful humans to walk this earth, voiced the entire game, all original voice actors. Leanna Walsman also reprised her role as Zam Wessel, who had like 15 seconds in Attack of the Clones, but had a great role in the game. But Tamira Morrison was fucking amazing as Jango Fett, and also is Boba Fett in The Mandalorian, which is fucking awesome. So, great game. It's definitely worth playing. If you can find like an emulator of it, or if you have like a PS2 or a GameCube laying around, you should definitely go play it. Goddamn, it's really good. And Fiona said, yeah, a lot of Star Wars tonight, and that's the way it fucking should be. So thank you for playing. I think the first rendition of Zoltan Dom's Guess My Game. Hope you guys had a good time. Well done. Great job.
Damn, I got 100% fucking win rate. Of course I do.
100% win rate at Guess My Game. But hey, as you always say, I want you guys to win. I'm on your team here. It's just all about having a good time. So, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. And chat was all engaged. Fiona and Rockin' 505 were putting themselves into mental fucking gymnastics to figure it out. Rockin' did say twice. He did say in the chat twice, I was watching, he said, does this game take place in space? And neither of you guys fucking acknowledged it. And I was like, ooh, somebody ask it, because that'll be the one. It was around question like fucking 6. He was like, does this game take place in space? Once we figured out the shooting, it was like, okay, now what fucking kind of shooting?
Yeah. If it's blasters, it's one fucking kind of shooting.
The James Bond ones were also a great guess, though, because those games also ruled, and they were also great GameCube games. And you guys know I'm a big GameCube guy. The
only problem was there was no platforming in it. And once I figured out there's shooting, there's platforming, Bounty Hunter was one of the first things that popped into my head.
So good.
Especially being a licensed game.
I'm going to go...
But I haven't thought of Bounty Hunter in a long time. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's been on the brain lately. I think since like Bad Batch and Mandalorian and all that shit. And I also have been playing a lot of the Old Republic and like was rolling a Bounty Hunter character. I was like,
yeah. Damn, now we have to do this in the studio and like have a fucking transition established for it, and then just have like the notepad up on the side of the screen while we're in the studio doing this. Well, I'm gonna figure this out.
Yeah, I'm
gonna figure this out.
Have we not done it live in the studio yet?
No, because it's hard. Because like when we do it remotely, I'm staring at my computer with the game pulled up and all the information pulled up. Ooh, so it's tough to like kind of do it in person.
Yeah, we need like a whiteboard. We need like a fucking massive whiteboard for the studio. We'll do like the Charlie like fucking strings and papers connections.
Fucking Pepe Sylvia. Can't get away with it.
That's right. Fiona said the last Star Wars convention, Sam Witwer played Bounty Hunter and a bunch of other old school games for a panel. He's dreamy. Yes, he is.
He is so fucking dreamy. I would kiss him on the lips.
Cool. You guys want to listen to some voicemails?
Yeah. Tiggy Nation coming in hot with the 5 gifted.
Where the fuck is the voicemail?
Tiggy! True King.
Need advice? Pick up that phone and talk to a dad.
Cool. All right, voicemails. You know the deal. You know the drill. You know the name. You know the number, 617-701-7678. It is the WGG Internet Dad Sauce Line. First caller. Here we go. Leave a call. We're going to fucking listen to it live on the show. We actually got a late breaking call just as we were ending the episode last week, so I'm going to lead off with that one. So caller number 1, here we go.
How's it going, gentlemen and ladies in the chat? It is your following degenerate Tiggy here. You guys are all looking phenomenal. Having some nice blue Cokes that look delicious. And, you guys are all looking fantastic. Those guys are doing great. Anyways, just gotta go quick hypothetical. With Halo Infinite, they say they're gonna go, in terms of the skin route, more the Apex Legends, a lot of ridiculous stuff, And, I saw you guys joke about, the Boston hat. What would you want to see, like, in terms of, like, most ridiculous crossover in terms of like the skins, you want to see a little Dunkin' Donuts or something like that. What would you choose if you choose one element to be like implemented for the skins for Halo? What do you think would be the best success, or something you would love to see? Anyways, guys, love you. Keep doing what you're doing. Catch you later. Peace.
I love Tiggy so much.
It's a good question.
I just want to hug Tiggy. Tiggy's just gonna come out here so I can give him a hug. That's really all I need. Just one hug from Tiggy, one time. So the question was. Not Apex Legends, sorry. Halo Infinite's skin system. It was rumored to be similar to Apex Legends. That's actually not really even close to the mark. So we already know what Halo Infinite skin system is going to look like. The armor, what are they called? Armor coatings system is going to be, it's kind of like a skin, it's more like shaders in Destiny where there are multiple colors mapped to each piece, and instead of having like red here, black there, gold here, orange there, whatever, there are like preset skins basically for armor. But there was also a rumor that there were going to be like different like shapes to the armor, and I think that's what they're talking about is armor cores, because the armor cores actually change what the armor looks like. So the armor core they were showing off in the multiplayer showcase was a samurai thing, which was like all these cool like fucking plated like samurai like shogun armor that actually changes the shape of the armor, and the armor coating changes the skin, like the color, so to speak. So it's not I think the guy who released that is known for really good quality leaks. That wasn't one of them. That was not really even close to what it is. It's kind of its own thing. It's twofold. So even if there is like a Christmas themed skin, which I think was the example that I saw, that's like a snowman themed armor, you could still use an armor coating on it to change the color. So it's not exactly the same. And there is some customization. So I guess if you Tiggy's question was if you could see a particular skin or shape or whatever to an armor in Halo, what would you want it to look like?
I'm trying. So one of my favorite skins of all time comes from League of Legends, and this is a game that I've sworn off for the past 10 fucking years of my life. And it was Corporate Mundo, and it's just so completely out of place for the champion in that game who like grunts and barely forms words, but he's in a suit and tie and throws briefcases. I would like to see a Spartan with a suit and tie over their fucking armor. That's what I want to say.
That would be really good. That would be really good. I love that. Kenny?
So I'm thinking the suit and tie is good. I think like a beach variant where like he just got a ripped 6-pack and like a bandana
like pool party Graves from League of Legends.
Yes, pool party Graves.
Every time I see it makes me fucking drool.
But like I'm thinking, I'm thinking beach variant, just like a nice shade, nice color variant, and then just rock hard abs, and then you're throwing beach balls at someone instead of grenades. Give me that.
Love that. Yeah, give me like a Master Chief skin, but it's literally just the helmet, so you don't see his face, and then the rest is just like Speedo and just muscle. Yes, just rippled muscle. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yep. Absolutely.
Definition.
Fucking objectify Master Chief like a motherfucker. Yeah, I would really love to see, because I know in Cold War and in like the CDL, they have like the skins for the CDL broadcast where they wear the uniform of the team and like the logos of the team. So I would love to see a Wicked Good Gaming armor coating for Halo Infinite. So 343, if you're listening, just DMs are open. So that's what I got. So let's see. Next voicemail. Here we fucking go.
What is up, WGG fam and WGG founding fathers? It's your boy JP Genesis calling in with another weekly voicemail. We are halfway through the month of August. I hope everyone is having a wonderful month so far. So I got a bit of a suggestion and a question mixed together here this week. So it would have to be for Spotify and podcast listeners only, because you wouldn't be able to do it on Twitch or YouTube. But how do you guys feel about picking a song of the week, and then at the end of the pod, you guys wrap it up with playing a little bit of a segment of that song that you guys picked? Much love as always, guys. Keep it up. Peace.
I feel like we might get like taken off of.
There's legality issues.
I would love to do that, man. I would really love to like change up the audio and do like a an outro song or something like that.
Every Malfi song ever released.
Yeah, he's coming back, and we actually brought Malfi back, so we're gonna be We've been big proponents of that comeback. It's like Mouthy and Brendan Fraser, like 1A, 1B.
Oh man, Brendan Fraser never left. That's fair.
No, absolutely
it's fair to say.
Not up in here. I would love to do that. I just feel like we would get. It's tough to balance. Like if we do it on Spotify but not YouTube or Twitch, the places like that we cross post things, it just makes things a lot more complicated than it needs to be. But maybe sometime in the future, like this dystopian future, like the opposite of an idyllic
utopian future.
Yeah, utopian. Yeah. There we go. Utopian future. Hi, Miller. Utopian future where we can do this. We definitely will. All right, bye, Miller. See you the fuck later. We'll figure it out somewhere down the line. But all right, last voicemail. Here we go.
Hey, WGG gang, it's me, B52. I was just having my little nephew stay with me, and he revealed to me that he's really into Pokemon. So I need some advice from you guys. I have a Switch Lite, and when he visits me, he's this little cute 5-year-old kid, and he loves playing my Switch. So what's a good Pokemon game that I could download or get for him to play? Because I don't really know much of anything about Pokemon. And I was super thrilled that he was kind of into that. So I figured you guys are the best people to ask. All right, so let me know what you think is a good Pokemon game. Bye!
Good question, good timing, because Pokemon Diamond Pearl Remastered are coming out soon.
Yeah.
And to be fair, that was probably one of the last good really good generations of Pokemon games.
That was that's widely regarded as like one of the better ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't give a fuck how many times Nintendo remakes Pokemon Red, Blue, fucking Leaf Green, all those fucking Diamond, Pearl, Crystal. Dude, every console they re-release it. I'll play them. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But Diamond and Pearl are like highly regarded as some of the like middle generations that are still really good, and the remakes are coming out I believe this year.
Yeah, they're coming out in November, I think. I think November. Yeah, I am 100% in that boat. I will play as many remakes as they release. I think another good one is New Pokemon Snap. Pokemon Snap just got a sequel. New Pokemon Snap is out right now. My nephew is around the same age and is fucking loving that game. So if he needs something that's a little bit more self-contained, I believe New Pokemon Snap, just like the old one, is still kind of on rails. But, you can take pictures, you can add little filters to it and stuff like that. I've been told that I've been getting rave reviews from my nephew, who is around the same age. So if he wants to, just see Pokemon in their natural habitat and, interact with them and stuff, I don't know. My assumption is that it's the same kind of depth as the first one, which is not super deep, and it's just kind of like a nice recreational trip to the Pokemon Zoo, basically, and you take pictures. So then that might be a fun little thing to do together. So that's my recommendation. Ken?
Give me any Pokemon remakes. There's a reason that they're remaking them every year, or I want them to remake them every year, and it's not because they're tight on money. It's because those games are the best Pokemon games. Fire,
exactly.
Red, Emerald, Diamond, you name it. Those are the peak of Pokemon games. Yeah. So I tried Sword and Shield. I enjoyed them for what they were, but I will go back to the remakes every single time over and over again. So give me any remake.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because I just beat Pokemon Sun a couple of weeks ago, and I've been doing the post-game content recently, and it's very repetitive, the post-game content of hunting down the Ultra Beasts and whatnot, and I'm kind of bored of it. And I have Sword sitting on my fucking table over here, and I haven't put it in yet, and I've only heard very mixed reviews about it.
I really liked it. I played the shit out of it. I actually played the shit out of Shield, and I didn't play Sun and Moon. I actually, since Pokemon Black and White, I think, was the last one that I played before Sun and Moon, and
also decent ones. Decent ones.
Yep.
Black and White I really liked. I didn't play Black 2 and White 2. Johnny Rootbeer, friend of the program, friend in real life, is a big fan of Black and White 2. He says that those are, I think he said that those are probably one of his favorite ones aside from Diamond and Pearl. So, but Shield I really liked. It's open world. There's like some new kind of elements to it, and there's lots of good like content in there. So I've been meaning to get back into Shield so I can finish the Pokedex in there because I'm so fucking close. I had it completed, and then the DLC came out and they added like fucking 200 more, and I was like, just my own, you know. So. We'll get back into it, but yeah, thank you for the voicemails. And if you would like to hear your voice on the podcast, fucking call us 617-701-7678, WGG Internet Dad Sauce line. We will listen to the call. We will react live on the show, and you get to hear yourself on the show. What do you have to lose? Nothing. So yeah, that's all we got for this week. Let me just double check, make sure. Yep, nothing else. You guys want to land the train?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Well, why don't we get that landing gear set up for the train, and then we'll bring it right in. We're preparing for descent here.
Fasten your seatbelts. Put all your cellular devices in airplane mode, and stow them, in front of you or under the seat in front of you.
Tray tables up.
The train. Yeah, tray tables. Yep. Put the tray tables up. Make sure you lock them. And make sure your seatbelts are securely fastened as we land the train and we pull into the station. Choo choo. Ken, since you're a guest of honor, you have the runway and or the train station. Go ahead.
As always, I want to thank you guys for having me on again. The most reoccurringest guest of the Not Another Gaming podcast, brought to you by Wicked Good Gaming. It is a pleasure being on the world's greatest podcast in the world. I mean, nothing better. And it's always fun to shoot the shit with you guys and talk about some video games. So I appreciate all of you. I miss Chris. Bob is fine. I just got to do something real quick in chat before I
you don't have to do
leave that. Okay. All right. Thanks.
Why is that still a thing?
Love you.
I forgot the Nightbot login, but I guess we'll have to.
Whatever.
How the fuck did you even get access to the Nightbot?
Don't worry about it.
I do worry. I worry a lot. There's a lot of things that I worry about. Bob, what do you got?
I got a lot of old passwords.
Yeah, whatever, Kenny. Thanks for subbing in tonight, fucking asshole. So Chris and I have created a new Wicked Good Gaming channel on YouTube. It is Wicked Good Gaming Shorts. So that is youtube.com/Wicked Good Gaming Shorts. We are working together with Steve, our incredible editor, to put up short form videos that we also toss up on our TikTok from time to time. It is a brand new channel, so please go to youtube.com/Wicked Good Gaming Shorts. Subscribe. I will shout you out on the podcast. Watch some of the videos. They're fucking under 30 seconds each. Get a good little taste of of the information we want to give you. Little taste, little bites. Little bites. But for that one specifically, there is a user with just Chinese symbols that commented just Chinese symbols. I'm sorry. I think there should be a system in place at YouTube that does a translation for me. So thank you for commenting, whoever you may be. The Quiet Kid commented on the Doc video, says the one who got canceled for cheating. Yep. Robbie commented, Doc is a pussy. Okay. Thank you for that input. Let me see. Let me switch over to the other WGG channel. What else do we get? We have another link. Don't click on it. New sub Steven. Dylan commented, look what they did to my boy. Give the man some goddamn gloves already. Love watching these, Bert. That is for my case opening video. I still don't have gloves yet. For fuck's sake, Gabe, give me gloves. Coleman commented, giving me loot box satisfaction without spending my own money. Bob's a real one. You're welcome that I'm suffering for your gain. I'm here to do it for you. Don't worry about it. And new sub, David B. So if you want to get shouted out by me, go to youtube.com/Wicked Good Gaming, subscribe, leave a comment, or I take it back, and go to youtube.com/Wicked Good Gaming Shorts. Do the same.
100%. And big shout out to Ken, the most recurringest guest of all time on the show. Love to have you here. Love to have you back. All of our love to everybody in the chat. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for playing. Thanks for participating in Zoltan Bob /Dom's Guess My Game. Go subscribe to the new YouTube channel. And also, leave a fucking review on iTunes, will you? I mean, for Christ's sake. It takes 2 seconds. It's free. It doesn't cost you nothing. And please, I mean, we don't do this for our health. We want Chris to come back to a lot of positive reviews next week, or negative ones, but leave 5 stars anyway. Doesn't matter what you say in the comments, because we'll read it, but it has to be 5 stars. We're not going to read no fucking 1-star review. So leave it 5 stars. If you want to insult us, 5-star review, followed by insult. That's all we ask for. Doesn't hurt you, doesn't hurt us. I mean, it might hurt us a little bit, but it just kind of depends on you. Once again, thank you guys so much. This has been episode 246 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. Make sure you go subscribe to the new YouTube channel, subscribe to the old YouTube channel, leave the comments, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, subscribe on twitch.tv/wickedgoodgaming, follow all the social media networks. Go check out the new revamped wickedgoodgaming.com with tons of new fresh blogs on there. If you want to learn about the top 3 games that you can play as Brendan Fraser right now, you could go do that, wickedgoodgaming.com. Brand new blog. Who knows? I mean, who's to say? You don't know the name of the games. Go fucking read and find out. Educate yourself. So stick around. We're going to raid Snaldo really quick. Go show him some love as well. But until that time that we see you next week, we love you so much. So much. We really do. Mi corazón. We love you. You're my heart. We love you so much. And we'll see you next week. Mwah.